David Blaine was born in 1988. He was a healthy boy, and he became a healthy young man who loved his life. He met computer games, and he enjoyed his work in the library, lending books to the public. But when he was 27, the doctor told David that he had cancer in his leg. The doctor removed the cancer, but it returned and went to his lungs. David died a few weeks after his 50th birthday. But that was not the end of David's story. Some people live a long life. Other people do not live a long at all. But we all will die. It is a part of life. Today's spotlight is on really about death. Today's spotlight is on how people remember us and what we leave behind after we die. David's death was not the end of his story. That's because David left a legacy. In fact, every person can please a legacy. Pat Astor is a writer for Forbes magazine. He wrote about the idea of a legacy. We all want to be remembered. We want to feel that we have added something to the world. For some people, it can boost them to great things. But for most of us, with more simple goals, what pushes us is the desire to leave a legacy. Your legacy is putting your mark on the future. There are many ways you can leave a legacy, and your legacy is about far more than material things. Most of what you leave our children and grandchildren have memories of who we are and what were important to us. Leaving a legacy is not just about leaving money or physical goods for people you love. People do need money to buy what they need, like food, shelter, and education. People can also use money to buy what they want, like new clothes, a phone, or a big special car. People can give money to organizations that help people. However, a legacy is more about who are as people, but physical things can sometimes help people remember our legacies. David was very young when he died, but when he died, he left a legacy. His mother, Katie, says, David is everywhere I look. I see his hundreds of Japanese manga books. Remember him reading them. I also remember how he treated his book with care and respect. I see computer in the house, and I remember the hours David spent building them. I see his microphone and remember him talking into it as he broadcasts his jet program with I see his favorite crop and remember him drinking his favorite green tea from it. I see his glasses and remember his eyes. Many people put pictures on social media to have remember fun events or people. Pictures and videos can also be a part of a legacy. Legacies. They cannot show the whole life a person lives, but they can help people remember the sight, sounds, and tastes of whatever is happening in the picture. These memories are often and powerful. Katie remembers her son David. He says, "The memory I most treasure are simple things. My head resting on his shoulder, one in his big hand holding both of mine after he met me laughed, fought. He laughed as he played computer games, read manga books, or listening to the radio and watched vlogs. Some people are remembered for the way they have served the world. These could be leaders who made the world better or worse. Worse. Some people are remembered for how they serve other people. Mothers say Teresa worked with very poor people in India. She helped people who did not have home and were very sick or dying. She was not trying to be remembered. He was only trying to help other people. But today, people remember all the Teresa for starting a movement of care for people no one else wants to care for. You may not be able to live your life in service to the poor, but you can try and make the world a better place. You affect other people at school, work, or on the street. Every day offers you a chance to make the world a better place. Davis was not a political leader or an important celebrity. Carries explains. David made the world a better place in many small everyday ways. He was a gentleman full of good humor and kindness. He helped all people who lived near him. He learned how to use computers and solve their technical problems. The people David worked with said that he would put his whole heart into writing the best service he could. His online friend Rover told us he never had a bad thing to say about anyone. He was always supportive and nice to everyone. All I can say is that we love him and that he will be remembered with love by all of us. You can try to react a legacy, yet you cannot control help people remember